On a recent episode of the Pivot podcast, Scott Galloway made the following statement: "You can't mental health your way out of material precarity." And that has really stuck with me. Scott was talking about the mental health crisis among young men in particular, but I think the insight applies more generally. And the insight being that by focusing on the individual and mental health as a response to stresses out there in the material conditions, we end up losing sight of those material conditions themselves and what has caused them. And many people have looked at neoliberalism as a set of policies and market interventions and ideologies that really have caused huge amounts of harm to individuals and societies by encouraging the retreat of governmental services of support at a social level to help people who are struggling in different ways. So material precarity has become a norm in the wake of those policies and ideologies as individuals have to bear the responsibilities of survival in the world, despite wages stagnating in this country at least. So of course there's going to be greater psychological harm, spiritual harm, emotional harm as individuals have to try to carry the burdens of all of these material conditions that are beyond their control in many ways. But the mental health industry, as it has developed, points back to the individual as the site of solution, and so therefore also the site of responsibility and perhaps the site of failures. Meaning, like, if you're feeling anxious, then you need to work on yourself. If you're feeling financially insecure, perhaps you need to fix your relationship with money. If you're exhausted from precarity and living in a precarious way, perhaps you need meditation or to work on your mental health in some way. And to be totally clear, I support mental health work. There's individuals doing great and compassionate work. It's needed. But as that arises as a industry with calcified interests and a focus on that, what begins to be lost or overlooked are those material conditions. How do we respond to those in community? How do we support one another? How do we imagine worlds that can help to secure the basic well-being of all individuals, the many rather than just the few? If we don't have those material conditions, mental health is then just a sort of response to try to teach you how to continue enduring and bearing what may be unbearable conditions.